Hello, everyone. Welcome to WX Rundown. Today is May 13th, 2025, and we need to jump right into it because things are starting to shape up for later this week. So let's get right into it. All right, here's the day one convective outlook today. Scattered to strong severe thunderstorms are possible today across the three main areas: the mid Atlantic, the deep south, and the northern Great Plains. In the mid Atlantic, a passing upper level system may bring rotating storms and a brief tornado risk. Further west, isolated storms could produce hail or gusty winds. And in the deep south, a couple of supercells may form this afternoon with a chance of damaging winds or hail. Later tonight, storms over the northern plains could bring hail and isolated severe wind gusts. So overall, a pretty tame day. A little bit of a tornado risk, 2% tornado risk over on the coast of North Carolina and Virginia. But other than that, should be a pretty chill day. So just keep your eyes on the sky in case a severe storm comes over you. All right, so as we just talked about, here's the tornado outlook for today for the marginal risk area. As you can see, a little bit of 2% risk there, and then another 2% risk area in northern Alabama and Mississippi. But overall, nothing too much to be worried about. And then for the wind threat, a little 5% area as well, and about the same areas in North Carolina and Virginia and northern Alabama and Mississippi. And the hail threat is about the same areas as well, but then we also get the northern plains that has a 5% risk as well because they do have a little bit of a risk up there as well. All right, let's talk about our day two convective outlook for May 14th. Scattered to strong severe thunderstorms are expected Wednesday afternoon and evening across parts of the Dakotas and Nebraska, with damaging winds and hail possible as storms form along the cold front and evolve into clusters. A second round of storms may develop later in the evening as well. Farther east, isolated storms may also develop across parts of the southeast and mid Atlantic, especially in the Carolinas and Delmarva region, where a moist and weak capped environment could support damaging wind gusts with more organized afternoon thunderstorms. All right, so to sum it all up for our day two convective outlook, it looks to be like tomorrow the big story is going to be up in the Nebraska and Dakotas, as they are expecting some pretty gusty winds and hail. So definitely keep your eyes to the sky out there and make sure that if anything storms come through your area, make sure you secure any loose objects and make sure that you just stay indoors if the storm's passing over you. And with the day two outlook, we do have a little 2% risk area in the Dakotas and Nebraska, just overall, just because the storms will be severe and rotating a little bit. So just a little 2% risk, though, nothing crazy. Same thing with the wind threat. The wind threat does kind of match that marginal risk there as well, 15% severe probability for wind, and then a 5% all around that as well. And then over there in the Atlantic as well, a little 5% risk as well for wind. And then for the hail, it's a 5% risk as well for the day two up in the Dakotas and Nebraska. All right, now for our day three convective outlook for May 15th. And this is where the story is really starting to shape up. Confidence is increasing for a severe weather outbreak to potentially happen on the 15th and the 16th. And even past that, it's looking to be a very active pattern that's starting here. But let's get through Thursday and Friday first, and then we can continue to talk about the rest of the week. All right, so as you can see here, we have a huge slight risk area followed by a larger marginal risk area. So let's talk about what the outlook looks like. So scattered severe thunderstorms are expected Thursday afternoon and evening across parts of the upper Mississippi Valley and western Great Lakes, including areas like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and northern Illinois. These storms may begin as discrete supercells capable of large hail and damaging winds before evolving into a more organized line. Further south into Indiana, Ohio, and the mid Mississippi Valley, the severe threat becomes more conditional due to stronger capping, but isolated high impact storms are still possible. Additional overnight storms may develop along a stalled front from Arkansas to the lower Ohio Valley, posing a continued risk into early Friday morning. All right, so what does that look like for the day three convective outlook for Thursday? Well, we have our slight risk area followed by the marginal risk area. So if we go to the probabilistic, as you can see, confidence is increasing there for a huge 15% area followed by the huge 5% area. So that is the area to be concerned about and look for on Thursday for storms. What I have pulled up here for you is the Colorado State University's machine learning program. It basically takes a bunch of model runs, puts them together, lets AI do the work, and figure out where the most severe weather is going to be. So as I have pulled up here, this is the day three probability that we were just talking about. And this is where the greatest chance for severe weather is going to be is on Thursday leading into Friday. So as you can see the top left here, this is our tornado probability forecast. And we have a huge area here that's identified in brown and yellow and even some red up in there in Wisconsin. So that is going to be the greatest chance for tornadoes as of right now, uh, as far as what this machine learning program is indicating. We'll have to wait and see what the Storm Prediction Center says come tomorrow. But right now, that's what's looking to be like the big severe tornado threat right there. And then over here on the right is our hail probability forecast, and that's even a larger, huge field for potential big hail and severe hail. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. And the same thing goes for the wind. So huge wind and hail threat as well. But we're looking at the tornado threat as well because it's increasing as it could be a pretty severe weather outbreak. So we'll keep an eye on it and we'll wait for updates. You guys can always make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube at WX Rundown, or even follow us on TikTok at WX Rundown. It's the same for both. I tend to go live. I'm going to be going live on Thursday right here on YouTube, but you can also follow for updates on the TikTok as well, because I also go live over there. So either way, I should be live on either one platform or both on Thursday once the storms start to develop in the afternoon. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.